I listened to my girlfriend cheat on me in real time because she forgot to hang up the phone after our call. My name's Ryan. I'm 29, and until 6 months ago, I thought I had the kind of relationship people quietly envied. Mia and I had been together for almost 4 years in a one-bedroom apartment outside Seattle, splitting rent, arguing about groceries, talking about engagement rings like it was already decided. She worked remote marketing for a skincare brand. I managed inventory for a craft brewery downtown. The weirdness started small. Mia became protective of her phone in ways that felt almost rehearsed. She'd angle the screen away during TikTok scrolling or suddenly smile at messages she wouldn't explain. When I'd ask who she was texting, she'd shrug. Just work people. A month before everything collapsed, she started taking weekend trips with coworkers. Wine tastings, rooftop bars, an overnight cabin trip near Leavenworth that supposedly had terrible reception. She posted carefully cropped Instagram stories with cocktails and sunsets, but never the people she was with. I kept telling myself I was insecure because my last relationship ended with cheating too. Mia knew that. She'd held me while I talked about it during our second year together. "I'd never do that to you," she whispered back then. Things got stranger after her company hired a consultant named Trevor. 34, divorced, lived in Bellevue. Mia mentioned him constantly at first, then suddenly not at all. That's what caught my attention. One Thursday night, Mia told me she had a late strategy meeting. She left wearing black heels she usually saved for birthdays or expensive dinners. I remember standing in the kitchen holding leftover Thai food while she fixed her lipstick in the hallway mirror. Around 10:30, she called me from an Uber. At least that's what I thought. She sounded tipsy, loud music behind her. We said goodnight, but the line never disconnected. At first, I figured her Bluetooth glitched. I pulled the phone away from my ear, waiting for the call to end. Instead, I heard muffled laughter, male laughter, then her voice, softer than usual, intimate. "You seriously live like this?" Mia teased. A man laughed. "You were here last week." Silence followed, then a kiss. My brain kept searching for another explanation even while my chest tightened. Then I heard her laugh again. "Ryan thinks I'm still in the Uber," she said. Trevor replied quietly. Mia answered, "No, he trusts me. Honestly, it's kind of sad." That sentence hurt more than anything else. I don't remember sitting down, but suddenly I was on the kitchen floor staring at fridge magnets while they kept talking casually. She mentioned lying about meetings, mentioned the cabin trip, mentioned me like I was some clueless roommate. The next morning, Mia walked into the apartment carrying cold brew coffees like nothing happened. She kissed my cheek. "You look tired," she said. I stared at her face, searching for guilt, but she looked completely relaxed. I almost confronted her immediately. Instead, I asked, "Long meeting?" She nodded without hesitation and started complaining about fake work drama. That's when something inside me changed quietly. Over the next week, I planned carefully. I opened a new checking account and transferred my savings. I saved screenshots of late-night phone records with Trevor. I even recorded the audio from that call onto my laptop. I told exactly 3 people: my older sister Emma, my best friend Louis, and our landlord, because I needed options before confronting her. Emma wanted revenge. Louis wanted confrontation. I just wanted distance. 2 Fridays later, Mia left for another so-called branding retreat. The second her rideshare disappeared, I started moving. Clothes, documents, gaming PC, Loki's vet records. By midnight, everything important was gone. Before leaving, I cleaned the apartment completely. Then I placed my key beside the recording transcript I'd printed out. One highlighted sentence sat at the top. "Ryan thinks I'm still in the Uber." I blocked her number before driving away. The emails started almost immediately. Then Instagram messages. Then calls from random numbers. Mia alternated between apologizing, crying, and blaming everyone except herself. Apparently, Mia showed up screaming at the apartment after realizing I'd removed my half of the rent payment. Trevor disappeared the second things became public and complicated. According to mutual friends, he stopped answering her too. A month later, I met Mia once at a coffee shop because the landlord needed paperwork signed. She looked exhausted. "I really did love you," she whispered. I believed she probably thought that was true. Now I'm renting a smaller place near Tacoma with Loki sleeping beside my desk every night. Some days I still replay that phone call while driving home from work. Not because I miss her, because trust can disappear terrifyingly fast. Still, part of me is grateful. If she'd hung up properly, maybe I would have spent years believing carefully edited lies. Instead, I heard exactly who she became when she thought nobody was listening. Let us know what you think in the comments below.